Hello, this is Rachel Blakeman, Public Information Officer for the City of Fort Wayne, and I have Pam Holocher, who's our planning, what's your title? Director, and then we've also got John
Kinsella
with
Storrow Kinsella Associates.
Okay, excellent. And what happened tonight?
Oh, tonight was the culmination of a great day in which we learned a ton of stuff about Fort Wayne and the eagerness of the city and the community to really get connected.
And what were we connecting?
Getting connected will be basically alternative transportation, which we define as bicycle and pedestrian systems, for really the whole south of the railroad tracks is how we view it, but the south central area of Fort Wayne, so they can start enjoying the greenways and have a better neighborhood to neighborhood connectivity.
Sure.
Pretty exciting stuff.
Excellent. And Pam, what role did the city play in this?
The role that we played is, number one, we hired Starrow Kinsella to help us. But what we really did is listen. They really facilitated this whole process where we are looking to put bikeways of some sort and pedestrian ways in South Central Fort Wayne and connect those with the downtown, through and around the downtown. And we really listened to hear, number one, what people wanted, where they wanted the bike lanes, how they wanted the bike lanes integrated into their neighborhoods, so that we could actually put together a plan and then try to get funding for the plan.
Sure. And who was here today? I mean, this was an all-day workshop. Who did you bring in?
Well, we started in the morning with the kind of the technical side, the engineers and planners in the city, and we moved on to I may have this order not quite correct.
That's all right.
Neighborhood stakeholders. And help me, Pam. I'm trying to.
We had the Greenway
Consortium and
individuals.
advocacy.
We had engineering, both City of Fort Wayne engineers as well as our local MPO, which is Northeast Indiana Regional Coordinating Committee. We basically had all the groups that you would think of that would have some piece or part in the planning process, from the technical side to the neighborhood side to the political side to the staff side.
The business side was represented.
And certainly downtown representatives. We had Rich Davis here with the Downtown Improvement District. We had other downtown advocates down here. And I think the real important folks, again, were the individuals from the community, the neighborhood representatives, as well as just members from the community who really want to expand our current bike system.
Okay, and let's take a look at what we've got behind you here. What is this that we have?
We have
you can sort of give us the brief version, but
these are some of the kind of, we call it a technical toolkit on what other communities are doing, what we know is feasible in terms of bike lanes, bike standards, representative of bike lanes, good pedestrian facilities, urban greenways that some of which we've developed and others that we've observed throughout the country.
We'd really like to showcase really this example here, because this is what Stella Kinsella worked on in Indianapolis, and it's really the sort of greenway system, kind of a cultural greenway system, that it looks like we may be proposing for this south central downtown kind of loop. And it's really neat because you have the street here for cars, that part of the right-of-way, then you have kind of a buffer part of a right-of-way, then you actually have a bike route, which is really a cultural route that has bikes going actually two ways, then you have another kind of a little buffer here, and then you actually have the pedestrians. So you have all of these various sections, and they really go from one activity center or destination to another. All really, I believe the way they plan is to try to get everything, all of your activity and destination points about at least 1/4 of a mile away from each other. So the trip is always very interesting and enjoyable.
Sure.
Very, very well said. What's also very interesting about that is it was done without any loss of traffic or parking.
Okay, great. And so what areas were you looking at today? Were there any particular corridors that you identified?
I think there's good consensus on Hannah,
okay,
on a north-south route, Lewis, as the north side of the kind of basic loop, Creighton, another east-west that engages Reservoir Park, and a surprising amount of support for Calhoun
Okay.
and that emerging district.
Okay. And anything else then, Pam, on this?
Just that I think it was a little surprising they looked at both Calhoun and Harrison, and I had kind of heard that, well, most people might, or individuals, the community might prefer Harrison because it wasn't as busy, but what we've really heard is that people truly do like Calhoun because it's really a straight shot into the downtown, and then there are a lot of fun things to do as well as lots of neat places to eat along Calhoun, so that really was kind of the preferred route.
Sure. And then can people in Fort Wayne expect to hear more about this?
Oh yes, they will definitely hear more about this. I think more of the planning process will continue through the fall, and they'll definitely get to see more of the planning process as we proceed and be able to comment more. And then there are some other kind of exciting things that Fort Wayne is going to do regarding bikes and looking at the future of bicycling in the community.
Okay, well, stay tuned.